The cracks in the fortress. Has war arrogance stripped Trump of his savior image? I can't believe he is this arrogant. This statement did not come from a political opponent, nor from hostile media. It came from within the very base once described as the most loyal in modern history. When your own supporters begin using that word, you know something significant has broken. Nicolle Wallace captures the turning point. Trump's loyalists don't walk away because of a tweet. They walk away because of coffins and gas prices. This is not a media crisis. This is a reality crisis, a reality that imposes itself on rhetoric and shatters an image built over years. Was the Iran war the defining moment? Was it the final straw that ended the myth of the man who never loses? In April 2026, the American voter began to realize something unsettling, that the strong man can become an arrogant man, and that arrogance can be more dangerous than any political opponent. In the heart of the Rust Belt states, where Trump's electoral strength was built, a different tone has begun to emerge. Interviews with voters, men and women who supported him for years, now speaking in a new language. We didn't elect him to send our sons to Hormuz. A simple sentence, but one that carries everything: fear, anger, and disappointment. One word repeats in every interview: arrogance. Not policy, not mistakes, but how those mistakes are handled. Reports from CNN and NBC indicate that Trump's refusal to listen to military warnings is raising concern within his own base. People may accept risk, but they do not accept disregard. The base that supported the promise to end endless wars now feels misled because reality contradicted the promise. Instead of withdrawal, the United States entered a complex naval confrontation, one of the longest and most dangerous standoffs in the region. The analysis highlights a key point. Trump believed loyalty was unconditional, that his base would follow him no matter what. But the economy delivered a different message. Empty pockets recognize no loyalty. Fuel prices have risen. Goods have become more expensive. Daily life has become more hard. And the slogan, "America First," has begun to lose meaning because people no longer feel it. Nicolle Wallace points to a defining moment, the war being described as a little journey. For military families, it was not a journey, it was loss, it was shock, and that cannot be justified. The disconnect is no longer theoretical, it is visible. Smaller rallies, lower enthusiasm, declining small donations, and that is a dangerous signal because Trump's strength has always been rooted in these details. Analysts emphasize voters can tolerate mistakes, but they cannot tolerate arrogance when the mistake is obvious. And here lies the real crisis, not just in the war itself, but in the response to it. Trump did not step back. He attacked his critics, calling them traitors, and that deepened the divide. Instead of containing anger, it was pushed outward. J.D. Vance attempted to intervene, an effort to calm the base, to reshape the narrative. But the problem runs deeper because people are no longer searching for a narrative. They are searching for results. Losing the base is not just an electoral issue, it is a strategic threat. That base was the shield, protecting Trump from political pressure, from investigations, from impeachment efforts. If that shield cracks, everything becomes exposed. Inside the Republican Party, unusual signals are beginning to appear. Not open rebellion, but silence. Silence in statements, silence in support, and that is more dangerous than opposition because silence reflects hesitation. Lawmakers are beginning to calculate their seats, their upcoming elections, voter frustration, and that changes everything. The Trump myth was built on one idea: a leader who does not fail, a leader who always wins. But the Strait of Hormuz broke that image because it was never fully reopened, despite all the threats, despite all the escalation, and that creates a gap between rhetoric and reality. The message reaching the White House is now clear. Strength is not arrogance. Leadership is not stubbornness. It is the ability to adapt, and that is what voters are demanding now. The economy plays a decisive role. Reports from Bloomberg and CNBC indicate that inflation driven by the energy crisis is putting pressure on the middle class, the same group that strongly supported Trump. Rising prices are not just numbers, they are daily experiences, at the gas station, at the grocery store, when paying bills, and that makes politics tangible, not abstract, but real. And this is where war shifts from a foreign issue to a domestic one, and that is the most dangerous transformation. The media played a role, not in creating the crisis, but in revealing it. Reports, interviews, images, all contributed to changing the narrative, from the strong leader to the leader who refuses to admit mistakes. And that is a critical difference, because strength attracts, but arrogance repels. History does not always remove leaders through their opponents. Sometimes they fall because of themselves, because of their decisions and how they respond to those decisions. Trump has not just lost a political battle, he has lost part of his base, and that is the most dangerous loss of all. "I can't believe he is this arrogant" is not just a statement, it is testimony. Testimony to a moment of transformation. The Iran war revealed something fundamental, that loyalty is not permanent and that patience has limits. Nicolle Wallace concludes with clarity. Arrogance is the fuel that burned the bridges, and once bridges are burned, they are difficult to rebuild. Tomorrow, Trump may ask, where did everyone go? But the answer will be clear: in the streets, in the prices, and at the ballot box.